Whew, it's a sweltering day, and right now you're looking at the shoreline where faith and history literally touch. This is Magdala, a first-century fishing town on the western shore of the Sea of Galilee, known in the Gospels as the hometown of Mary Magdalene. It's from this spot that boats launched across the lake to Capernaum and Bethsaida. And right here, Jesus walked and he taught and healed in the rhythm of ordinary Galilean life. And so in this video, we'll look at 3 reasons Magdala matters. We'll see the woman who came from here, the ministry that touched this coast, and the stones beneath us that still preach the truth of Scripture. But before we start walking, go ahead and hit like so this story of faith and archaeology keeps showing up for others hungry to see where the Bible comes alive. All right, ready? Let's jump in. Reason 1, the woman who came from here. So Luke 8 tells us that among the women who followed Jesus was Mary called Magdalene, from whom 7 demons had gone out. So Mary, she wasn't defined by her past. She was redefined by Jesus' mercy. You see, she traveled with Jesus. She supported his ministry and stood at the cross when nearly everyone else had ran. And on resurrection morning, you know the story, she was the first to see the risen Christ and the first to proclaim it. Her name Magdalene simply means Mary from Magdala. So every time her story is told, this little town's name gets pulled right into the center of redemption history. And it's a reminder that grace can rise from small places, and that the first evangelist of the risen Lord came right here from this Galilean shore. Reason 2, we see the ministry that touched this coast. You see, you read about in the Bible that this is one of Jesus' return points after feeding the 4,000 on the eastern side. And it's likely he came ashore here to docks full of fishermen cleaning nets, the smell of salted fish in the air. It was this everyday life for a Galilean. There was trade routes, work, noise, hustle and bustle of real people. And Jesus didn't float above it. He stepped right into it. When he preached in nearby towns, he healed the sick and he called disciples. These same waves carried his voice. It's history that you can still hear if you stand here long enough. And lastly, reason 3, the stones that still preach. See, in 2010, archaeologists, or 2009, archaeologists uncovered something extraordinary. A first-century synagogue right here in Magdala. Not a replica, not a later rebuild, an authentic synagogue from the exact time of Jesus. And inside they found the Magdala Stone, carved with images from the temple, the menorah, the showbread table, and the steps of the Holy of Holies. It's phenomenal. It means the people of this town were deeply connected to Jerusalem's worship and the Scriptures. If Jesus taught in all the synagogues of Galilee, as Matthew 4 says, he could have easily stood right here. I'm serious, you can almost feel the weight of that. Dust on the floor, scrolls unrolled as truth is proclaimed. And later, Byzantine believers built a church here to honor both Jesus' ministry and Mary Magdalene's witness. Faith left fingerprints all over this site. So Magdala is more than ruins. It's a reminder to us that Jesus met people where they worked, not just where they worshiped. It tells us that a woman once bound by darkness became the first to declare the empty tomb. And it shows us that archaeology confirms the Bible stone by stone. So if this helped you see the Scriptures come alive, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe for more on-site deep dives filmed right where it happened. And in the comments, go ahead and tell me your thoughts on Jesus' ministry below. I'll be right there to talk about it with you. This is Apex Apologetic, equipping believers to engage culture with clarity and defend the faith with courage. I'm Dr. Sean Michael, and from Magdala, I'll see you at the next site. Out.